Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for AutoDepth's Image Viewer VR, an app that was released on the Steam store just a few days ago, October 27th, 2023. Today is October 29th, 2023. This app normally retails for $10, and it's on a release sale, 10% off. I received a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game, and I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 2 using link cable. And AutoDepth Image Viewer is exactly what it says it is on the tin. It creates automatic 3D depths for your photos. So these are all 2D photos I'm showing right now, and I actually used a lot of these photos for the cover photos for my YouTube videos, the cover shot. So it automatically adds 3D depths to them, which is pretty cool. And obviously with different photos, you're going to have different results, just depending on the photo. So far, I've been pretty impressed. Obviously, if you look at these photos, these are computer-generated images for the most part. And so the 3D is not always going to be perfect. And so there's parts of this that, look really cool, really nice 3D depths, but obviously parts of it that are just not quite right. And you're going to see the huge variety in this as we go through the photos. One thing I do want to point out is that you can grab it, pull it closer, pull it farther away. You can enlarge it. Enlarge it. Let me click on enlarge. Oh, there we go. Okay. Smaller and bigger. There we go. Let's make it bigger. Let's move it like in a really good spot. Okay, there we go. And let's actually put it a little bit closer. Okay, there we go. I think that's the perfect viewing angle. What do you guys think? Let's keep going. I don't even know how it skipped. Okay, well, it doesn't matter which way we go. So you can see some of these photos are memes. Some of these are from the cover art. You see some of the 3D depths here. Look, for Gunslinger here, it looks awesome. So, like I said, you get Glass Breakers. I recently reviewed this game. As you can see, that there are some issues there. There's Ghost Signal. I reviewed that one. Reviewed. The Let's Play initial impressions for a bunch of these Gazzlers. That one I did a full review on. Although I didn't get very far, so it made it very tough to do a really good review for this game. I wish I could have beaten the game. Not all the results are great. For Everything is Cake, I did a Let's Play for that game, and this is probably one of the poorest 3D effects. But again, it has a very simple image, so maybe that's why I had trouble. Here's Drunk or Dead 2, and it looks pretty awesome. Yeah. Dance Dash, Crossfire, Sierra Squad, one of the most underrated VR games out there. The hate this game got when it's just, this is one of the best cover wave shooters out there, arcade shooters, on-rail shooters, whatever you want to call it. But it's one of the best of its kind, and because it wasn't what people were thinking. A lot of people put down this game, but it's actually really good. This is a meme. Living My Best Life. Kermit the Frog there has 3D depths. Bad Dreams. I did a full review for this one, and like I said, parts of it look good, and not everything. Obviously, you wish it could be. And you see this one for Battle Talents obviously has some issues with the wording, but it does the best that you could probably do to make it through. This one is one of the best. BeamNG Drive. Again, this is one of the best games on Steam. It does have experimental VR support. This is just one of the most fun games. And look at this. Now the 3D depths, especially for the vehicles, looks awesome. This is really good 3D depths. Now, obviously the lettering at the bottom is not the best, but the actual photo, Amid Evil, again, this is probably one of the poorest ones we've seen so far. But, it's just, again, these are computer-generated images just depending on the type of image. Amaze VR Concerts, again, this is one of the poorer ones so far. Again, these are computer generated images and just doesn't. These are hit and miss as far as whether it'll come out good. Zara Larson, she comes out good. She does have like a cardboard effect. You want to see like her face kind of have more 3D depth because it looks more like a cardboard cutout than anything else. I think this is the best that could have happened. Obviously, the graphics for this game are pretty poor. A terrible place. I believe this was one of the worst games I played in 2023. And, the image itself, the cover art, is not very good. So the 3D depth doesn't look good either. Not very surprising there. Across the Valley. Now, again, this one looks pretty good, I think. I think this type of visuals really pop in 3D, and this is pretty good. I think it makes it look like almost like a pop-up book. And Seventh Guest VR, again, I really like this game. I did a full review for this one, and it looks all right. Obviously the mansion doesn't really have a 3D depth. It's just here at the foreground. It looks okay. Not the best, but not the worst we've seen either. This is just like a normal photo. But obviously you can tell the fingers are supposed to be at the forefront. And I guess it has a little bit of 3D depth, but not as much as you'd like. This one's pretty good, but part of the problem is the trees are supposed to have depth to them, and they do, but it's like the little streaks that run kind of ruin the 3D image. So this one's close, but no cigar. This one's awesome. This is one of the best ones. So these stairs really have a really good 3D effect, and it kind of feels like you're almost falling into the stairs. So again, this is a 2D photo, not a 3D photo, but it makes it look like it was taken in 3D. Pretty good. Not the best 3D I've ever seen, not the best 3D photo, but very convincing 3D effect here. Because this is a 2D photo, but awesome 3D effect here. Again, this is one of the better ones. Really stands out. It's like you're almost looking here from the edge of the cliff down into, so the foreground is really what stands out here. Really awesome job of the 3D here, and then you can see the little valley in the background. Now the valley does look a little flat, but here in the forefront you see the 3D depth, and it looks pretty cool. Again, this is probably the best one. So if there's one photo so far that I've seen that I give a 10 out of 10, this would be it. Again, this is a 2D photo, not 3D. 2D photo. But the 3D effect here is amazing. It kind of does feel like you're going down these stairs, and it almost feels like you're almost there. So again, the forefront is what looks really good. Not in the background, it does look a little flat, but here in the foreground, it almost looks like you're actually there. Has a really good 3D effect that makes the photo come to life. Oh, awesome. This is awesome. Now, obviously, the trees here have the same issue. They kind of streak and kind of ruins the 3D effect, but otherwise, wow. Look at this. This looks like a creepy forest, and it has a really good 3D effect. Really awesome job here. And yeah, this one not so good. So I think this is supposed to be a lake with a reflection of the mountains. But you can see there's so many graphical glitches that just the 3D effect here doesn't look. It looks like it has more mistakes than anything else. Awesome. Whoa. So I put the fence photo as 10 out of 10. This would probably be a 9 out of 10. Really good 3D effect. And the 3D effect goes pretty far. It almost goes, even the trees have a 3D effect. This is really good. There's just some visual glitches. Otherwise, it'd be a 10 out of 10. So I think the visual glitches here are a little bit more pronounced. I don't know if you see it on the YouTube desktop recording, but in 3D, I just see like the lines a little jiggly. So it does make it seem like those little visual glitches really take you out, but otherwise it's a 9 out of 10. It looks really good. It makes you feel like you're almost there. Very good job. This is a 2D photo. Awesome job. Here's the arch, and the arch looks amazing. Now, the background, the sky looks very flat, but here's the little arch cave thing, the rock formation, the arch looks really good. Very good 3D depth. This is another 9 out of 10 in my book. Really good. No visual glitches. Just the background looks a little flat. And here's So people don't always come out right. Just it seems like when it does the 3D that the scales are off and makes the hand look unnatural and looks a little blurry. I mean, it's good. It has 3D depths. It's not bad, but just the scales not being 100% correct and just the blurriness. Just some of the visual glitches take you out of there. I would say this is like a 7 out of 10 here, but still pretty good. Pretty good. This is, like I said, a flat 2D photo and it makes it 3D. And this is one where it's a fencing photo. It's supposed to have an awesome 3D effect, but you see here the visual glitch really, it just doesn't look right. I don't know. The visual glitch kind of brings it down a lot here. This is more like a 5 out of 10 in my book. Again, awesome job on the foreground here. The foreground looks great, but the background looks very flat. It's almost like you're looking at two different photos. Here it looks realistic, but here it doesn't. So again, I don't know. I give this a 7 out of 10 maybe because the foreground looks really good. Again, Margaret Qualley. I had another 3D depth app that was free to play that I did a Let's Play early impressions on before. And I want to say that as far as photos, this one looks better than the free one. Really good photo of Margaret Qualley. Wow. She really stands out. It kind of looks like you're in the room with her. Very good quality here. I mean, I'd give this what? You know what? I want to give it a 10 out of 10. No, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 just because, her neck looks a little off here. And I think if you look really closely, you can see some other errors. But wow, really good. Really, really nice 3D depths for the most part. 9 out of 10 here. And again, she looks amazing here. The 3D depths is really good. Obviously the foreground is what stands out. The background, not so good. I would give this one an 8 out of 10 just because the background's so messed up. But the foreground is pretty excellent. I don't know that, it has good 3D depth, from her nose to her mouth to her teeth to her eyes to her hair, obviously with her hair, you see it's not perfect. It kind of looks like a cardboard cutout from her hair on the edges. But other than that, really good 3D depth. Wow. It's almost like you have her in 3D in front of you. And this is here I have to admit the photo quality is not the best. So that's why it didn't come out so good. I think this is more a product of a poor photo versus the app. Because, you need a higher 4K quality photo, and this is not it. So, and wow, the forest looks really good. I would say this is an 8 out of 10. It has a really good depth. It looks more like a painting though than real life, but still really good. Really impressive 3D here. And we're back to games. Yodeleo. Zara Larson again. This is my text video that I made. This is the cover art that I did myself. Obviously, it's not very good, but you can see Zara Larson herself. Really good 3D depths here. It's just the rest of the photo not so good. The rest of the 3D depths not so good. And this one doesn't look good at all. There's just too many visual glitches. This is supposed to be like that Veritas Chapel VR app. By the way, this is one of the most interesting apps. And not a lot of people bought this Veritas Chapel app, which is a shame because I think it's one of the most unique experiences in VR. I'm not religious, but if you are, or if you're just interested in something that's a little unique, I would definitely get this app. Support developers here. Vet VR. The 3D depths here didn't come out very good. Urbo. This is one of the most underrated VR apps. Like I told everyone this is a great VR experience, and like people didn't believe me. Obviously it's not a full review. I just did early impressions, but people are sleeping on this app. If you haven't gotten Urbo, go get it. It's real cheap, and it's one of the best VR experiences out there. If anything, I underrated the app, even though I said I really loved it and thought it was awesome. People, I guess, didn't believe me. Go get this one if you haven't already. I highly recommend this one. Ventures Gauntlet VR. This is another one. Very underrated. Like, I didn't do a full review quite frankly, because this is one that's very hard for me to do a full review because I'm covered in sweat, after 20 minutes of playing it. So it makes it hard to do a full review. But very underrated. This is the best of its type. This is basically a real life obstacle course brought to you by the magic of VR. It's the best of its type, and people need to buy this and support developers. I mean, come on. This is why PC VR gets such a bad rap when there's actually good games out there and people don't buy it just because it didn't get, those very obnoxious VR creators, you guys know what I'm talking about. All those Quest creators, content creators that, overhype games. They didn't touch this game, so it didn't sell. But come on, guys. Venture's Gauntlet VR, it's one of the best in PC VR. Go get it. Please support these developers. They made a really good game. They deserve your love. Undead Citadel, I think this one's overrated. It was okay. This is a very mid game, but the 3D here didn't come out very good. Some people liked it more than I did, though. So, but I just wasn't. I finished. This is a full review, by the way. I did a full review on this game, and it's just very mid. It's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's the worst Melee game, but it's definitely not among the best. So it's mid. Survive. I really love this game. It's not the best. It's not top tier, but it's like a guilty pleasure. I don't know why, but it's one of those games that's more than the sum of its parts. It's really not the best. Really, it isn't. There's a lot of things I can criticize this game for, but at the end of the day, it's a whole lot of fun, and so I do recommend it. I would say it's good. I forgot what I did. By the way, I did a full review for Survive. It took me a long time to finish the campaign. Put lots of hours into this game, and it's a blast, especially with friends. So again, support developers. Buy this game if you haven't. Survival Nation. Okay, so I reviewed this game, and honestly, it's not bad. But I forgot what score I gave it. A 6 or 7, somewhere along those lines. I'll give this credit to these developers. They have improved this game. They have done many updates since my review, so you might want to take a second look at this game because these developers have really supported this game. So again, support PCVR. These developers have worked hard to make this a better experience. So my review is outdated, unfortunately, but no, the 3D depth here is pretty good, especially here at the forefront, not so much in the background. Discover San Gusto VR. I have mixed feelings about this. Obviously, this is photogrammetry, so obviously it looks good, but it's also kind of underwhelming. So I don't know. If you like these type of experiences, I can definitely recommend it for you, but it definitely is not for everyone. But again, support PCVR, and this is we need more apps like this. So I'm going to say support these developers too, even though it could have been better. Rotten Apple. Oh, okay. So I got this on. I did a Let's Play, not a full review, but I got this on Viveport, and I don't know if Viveport has the latest version of this game or not. So I'm a little. I know they've updated the game, so my Let's Play is probably outdated by now. The 3D depth here though doesn't look good. Red Matter. I really love this game. I really did. Again, not in the top tier, but just a notch below. Still really good. Still among the best though. And yeah, if you haven't played Red Matter, go do that. It's one of the best in VR. Realms of Flow. Again, one of the best. I didn't do a full review. I think I just did a Let's Play. But I highly recommend this developer. Everything he's done is really good. So you can buy any of his games. They're all good. Propagation Paradise Hotel. I don't know why this game didn't sell better. It's a really good game. I had fun. I did a full review, and the 3D depth here looks pretty good. Again, this game needs more love, especially on PC VR. If you haven't bought this game, go buy it. If you don't buy any other game for Halloween, buy this one. It's a good game, and not the best game, but really, really good. Again, another really good PC VR game that needs more love. Power Adventure Wash. Now, I did a Let's Play early impressions, and not a lot of you bought this game. But let me tell you, this is the best power washing game in PC VR, and it will probably be the best ever. So yeah, support PC VR. Buy this game. It's really good. I had a lot of fun playing this one. Primal Roar. Now the 3D depths here looks excellent. The game itself not very good. I think give this one a 5 out of 10 maybe. I know. Either I gave it a neutral or a negative recommendation. Either way, this one was one of the most poorly optimized games. But guess what? The 3D depths here looks gorgeous. This is one of the better outcomes from computer-generated images. Okay, this is a meme. This is Leonardo DiCaprio pointing. Obviously, his fingers cut off, but otherwise, it looks pretty good. Really good. Pretty good. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. Another meme. It doesn't look good. There's just too many visual errors here. I don't know. 4 out of 10. 4.5 out of 10. I don't know. Not for broadcast VR. Again, this is probably one of the most underappreciated games in PC VR. I know some people had problems with the controls, and I get it. The controls. Since this is mostly a narrative-driven game, the controls needed to be just a little bit easier for people. They were just a little too finicky, and can be a little frustrating. But I got through the whole game without any issues. So I think some people are just complaining a little bit too much. This is one of the better VR games out there for PC VR. And yeah, more people need to support these developers. Not for broadcast VR is one of the better PC VR experiences. Yeah, support PC VR. Buy this game. It's really good. Again, another meme, but this meme actually looks pretty good. The dog looks really good. My face every Monday. That is true. That is true. Truer words have never been said. This is really good. I forgot the name of this game. What is it? Liminal Lands, or is that? I can't read it. Obviously, the 3D depth here. I mean, it sort of looks good in the foreground, except for the text, but in the background, it does look flat. This one I loved. I love this one. I love this app. I think one of the reasons that I loved it and not a lot of my followers did is because I tried to tell you all this experience is not for everyone. It spoke to me. I love this. I was having a rough day at work and I played this and it just brought me to total peace. So, for me it worked, but it's not going to work for everyone. And I get it. Not everyone's going to love this game, but I just absolutely adored and love this game. And you might want to give this a chance, but again, this is not for everyone, so make sure you know what you're buying before you buy this game. But again, I don't know why so many people trash this game. It's like looking at a piece of art. Some people are going to like it, some people aren't. I loved it, though, personally. Lawn. Okay, I like the 3D depth here. I think it looks really good. For a computer-generated image, even the text came out pretty cool. So yeah, I like this one. Love Quest Los Angeles. The developer did an update. I might play this game again for laughs. I might wait for Valentine's Day though, just to see how it is a second time around. But yeah, I mean, it came out okay. The girls have a little bit of 3D depth. Most of the 3D depth though is just a text. The girls have a little bit of 3D depth, but not a whole lot. So it's all right. Lands End. I really like this one. I like the 3D depths here. It's understated, but you can clearly see the 3D depths here, and it looks very artistic. This is like a 3D art. I really like it. Kill It with okay. The spider sort of has a 3D effect. Yeah, but I don't know. There's just too many visual glitches. I don't know if it's good or bad. This is a question mark. Another meme. How do you do, fellow kids? That's how I feel sometimes playing VR. Again, Call of the Mountain, Horizon. It looks okay. There's just too many visual glitches. Maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10. Hello Neighbor. It actually looks pretty good. There's some visual glitches, but it still looks pretty good. Even the kids have a little bit of 3D depths in the background. So I would say pretty good overall. Grimlord. This is one of my favorite VR games. This game definitely needs more love because as far as Dark Souls in VR, there's not a better one in VR. Buy it. Support these developers. I've already mentioned Gunslinger. This is one of the best 3D conversions here for AutoDepth image viewer. Glass breakers, I wouldn't say. I don't think this one came out good. Go signal, I don't think it came out good. Gazzlers, I don't think it came out good. Okay, I think we've already done all these already now. Okay. Yeah, we've already done all these. So overall, I would say I'm impressed. For the most part, not all of them came out good. I think the realistic photos came out better. So these are the realistic photos, and these are the ones that really stood out. So what you want high quality, the higher the quality, the better the photo is going to be converted to 3D. And you definitely want realistic photos. Computer-generated images just don't always translate well to 3D using this AutoDepth 3D image viewer. But I like the app. There is a free one though, so and the free one does videos too, not just images. But I think the 3D here, especially from the realistic videos, looks a lot better. So I think it is worth the $10. And if I had to rate it, I'd give it. I wish it did video. Okay, but I'm not going to count it against it. So I'm going to give AutoDepth image viewer again, this is early impressions. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think it does what it says on the tin for the most part. It does it pretty good. Not everything came out perfect, but especially these 4K, this one. Like, if you get the right image, it's going to look good. So again, just get the right image and it'll look good in 3D. Now, we didn't look at corn. I know some of you want to look at corn. Sorry, no corn here because of YouTube. You know how YouTube is. Anyways, that's been my Let's Play early impressions for AutoDepth image viewer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.